think people are coming here to escape that other America over the other side of the water. The Trump's America, the brash one of strip malls and plastic fast food joints and its sort of flashy wealth. Over here, you leave your yellow Porsche in the car park on the other side of the ferry and you drive about in a battered old truck, pretending that you're down home here in this kind of handcrafted loveliness that is Martha's Vineyard.
I got invited to a dinner for 17 at the home of legendary local hostess and socialite Rose Styron, widow of the famous novelist William. My fellow guests are all impressively credentialed figures from the worlds of business, the media, academia and the law. There's been a lot of talk about the 1%, the mega-rich whose share of national wealth has ballooned. But the 20% just below the 1%, the professional, well-educated, upper-middle class, are also floating away from the rest economically. This group might loathe Trump and everything he stands for, but when I asked them whether their success could have played any part in his rise, things took an awkward turn.
We're on an island here, you know. It's like, oh, we're lovely. It's all lovely, isn't it? Look at those lovely, tasteful houses, and everybody's neat, and everybody's smiling as they ride their bicycles along.
Where are you getting that from?
Well, today,
Who's telling you that?
Well, I've been.
Where's that coming from? How long have you been here
Not long
to
as you-
have that impression?
About
Because
2
that's
days.
ridiculous. I'm sorry. I love you, man. And we're going to be friends forever. But you have not been here long enough to make the statement you just made. I just did a panel, which I do every year at the Old Whaling Church. And we had people from the left, from the right, from the middle, and from the crazy. To say that this is a one-dimensional place where everybody thinks the same is bullshit.
Okay, so I'm here in Martha's Vineyard because it is a flag that says, we are so liberal, we are power, we are money, we are East Coast, we are kind of like lovely, sort of faded, sort of olden daisy loveliness. And it's, you know, it feels to me, as an outsider, as a kind of theme park of sort of liberal tastefulness.
Well, for one thing, Martha's Vineyard is not a place in which we wave a flag of money and power. People think a lot alike, but we do have a lot of discussions.
I'm here in Martha's Vineyard because I'm interested in what Martha's Vineyard represents.
In terms of what?
In American culture.
Martha's Vineyard is not a place in which the people around this table feel particularly classified. And in fact, on this island, I think that characteristic is particularly either diminished or absent. So if that's what you think we are, you're wrong.
What is it about these people who are incredibly self-aware, incredibly perceptive about society? Why has the kind of liberal, well-educated, coastal elites of America been outmaneuvered by Trump and his campaign? In many ways, they were uncomfortable with that idea that they were a caricature of themselves. You know, they didn't want to be put in a box. They like to think they're incredibly individuals. And of course, all of us have a collective identity. And the uncomfortable thing that we often have to confront is that we are unaware of that because it's working for us. We are part of a super smooth, well-educated liberal elite that is being glided to the top of the pile and it's not being challenged because it works in this society. And then for me, perhaps, to point out that you might be a group and you're doing very well on it, thank you, and maybe you might want to start kind of questioning your privilege